Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to do a Throwback Thursday in Flames. Patreon request from this patron right here. Ask us to check out Moonshield from the Jester race. Not the first time that we do a Throwback Thursday in Flames, I must say. We've done quite a few.
The last one we did, December Flower.
That was not the last Throwback Thursday that we did.
Okay, well it's the most memorable one to me.
Okay, that's fair enough.
The other one was, I'm gonna say, the other Throwback Thursday in Flames are good, but that one
was a special one.
That one still sticks with me.
That one is like tattooed into your brain.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Alright, so are you excited about this one then?
I am, because it's from the same album.
Alright, so that alone has you all giddy. You're all excited. You're like a little schoolgirl. You're all excited.
I'm like a kid in the candy shop.
Like a fat kid in the candy shop.
Yeah.
We have to emphasize fat kid in the candy shop. Alright, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, let me put my headphones on. All right. So since you were really excited, really looking forward to it, I'm gonna let you go first. So, what do you think? What's your take? What's your hot take?
I love that acoustic melody.
Okay, okay, go ahead. Sorry, because that was the main thing I was going to talk about.
Yeah, that was one of the most standing. I think that stood out in this song was that beautiful guitar melody to start it on, like the acoustic melody to start it, then immediate heaviness.
But then it comes back again.
Then it comes back again, and you're like,
for a long period of time
to the point where I thought, are they going to start like just weaving this, and then it's going to be the end? And though it came back again, I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was just going to keep going. And the second time it came back, the heaviness, it came back a lot heavier, in my opinion.
In my opinion, it came back even heavier than what it was before.
Yeah.
At least it felt that way. I'm not necessarily sure if it was that way, because that acoustic stretch was so long that you almost forgot the heaviness that came before it.
And you weren't expecting it to come again because you thought it was just going to keep going.
I thought it was going to weave its way all the way back to the end of the song like that. You know, not all the way necessarily like that, but stay within those parameters and then weave itself off to the end. Now, the interesting thing about that acoustic melody in the middle end of the song is that I was expecting a guitar solo, like a really...
Like an acoustic guitar solo?
No, like just a regular guitar solo. I was expecting this. I was expecting the song to come into a solo there for maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then go back to the same heaviness, into that same melody that it had before. I was not expecting that acoustic portion of the song to be there, because when you think of the song, that's perhaps where you would expect the solo to be.
Yeah.
But instead of that, you get this really and before that, so first I thought it was going to be a solo. When the acoustic portion started, I was like, ooh, this is really cool. I wonder if from this acoustic guitar playing is going to merge into a solo.
I thought it was going to be like an acoustic solo.
That would have worked too. But I thought once that acoustic portion started, I thought, okay, maybe they'll put this piece here, but cut it short and then blend it into a guitar solo, like an electric guitar solo, a regular solo. I thought that way, because a lot of bands do that kind of thing. They after the chorus, they'll kill the heaviness of the song, they'll put in something more stripped down, and then from that point on, they'll bridge it into the solo, and then come back again with the heaviness. A lot of bands do that, so I thought they were going to go down that road. When I see that stripped portion, that acoustic keeps going, it's just like the Energizer Bunny. It just kept going and going and going. I'm like, holy crap, this...
But that melody was so beautiful.
The melody was amazing. Yeah. But even when it was played with a regular guitar, it still sounded...
Yeah.
It was so freaking good.
It became...
It was haunting. It had this haunting melody, this haunting feel to it.
It went from beautiful to haunting. Because with the electric guitar, it became a lot more haunting.
I felt it was the acoustic portion, that melody on acoustic is just plain beautiful. It almost feels like something out of Fado. Something, you know what I mean? Like something...
Depressive.
Some more melancholic feel. But when it goes into electric, that same melody, but now on electric guitar, it doesn't have that same melancholic feeling anymore. It just sounds dark. It just has this... It's the same melody, but how it's presented to you, it changes the emotion that it carries in the song. It's really interesting, because you're basically listening to the same thing, just played on a different instrument, if you will, played in a different style, and it gives you a completely different vibe, different mood if you listen to one versus if you listen to the other. That to me is really interesting. It's a really interesting dynamic that this song has, and the vocals. I really like the vocals. I wonder why they don't play it now. One thing we didn't mention is we've seen In Flames live twice this year. Twice.
And the second time they actually played some of the old songs.
Not this.
Not this.
Not December Flower either.
No, but
man, it would be really cool if they actually did a little bit of a throwback and play some of those older tracks. But having said that, what a great live band.
Yeah.
It's one of those we saw them twice this year. If they came again, I know the year is almost over, but if they came again, I would go, doesn't matter how many times they play in Toronto, I'm going to be there every time.
There's a couple bands that are like that. It doesn't matter how many times they come, I'll still go watch them. Even if it's the day after, I'll still go watch them. Because,
I've done that with Soulfly.
Yeah, you did that with Soulfly.
It was free as well. That helped.
Yeah.
That helped.
But it's because those bands kind of... They're special to you. And the music's so good that it doesn't matter how many times you see them, it's always a new experience.
And not only the music is so, I agree 100% what you said, but also their live performance is so good. In Flames live, they're a fun. Okay, you're there for the music, 100%. But their performance, their stage performance, the way they interact with the audience, makes you want to go. Like it's a fun all-around experience. They're fun.
It's different every time.
And it's different every time. The way they interact with the audience, the way things go on, it's fun.
Show us your tits.
I was just gonna say that, man. That was hilarious.
That's so weird, though.
At the second show in Toronto, not the first one, they were a support band for Within Temptation.
Yeah.
Second time we saw them, they were the headliner. There was some guy in the audience. Well, then the whole audience started saying the same thing.
Show us your tits.
Show us your tits, and Anders is like, dude, you guys came to the wrong show.
Yeah.
It was absolutely hilarious. But their stage, the music, it's great. Yeah. Absolutely phenomenal.
You go for the music.
You go for the music and you stay for everything else that goes on.
Yeah.
It's they're a magnificent. To me, I think I can count on two hands the bands that I would be willing to go see in 1 year. Multiple times. By the way, this year I saw Insomnium 3 times. 3 times in 1 year I saw Insomnium. So there's not many bands.
I saw them twice.
I saw them twice. There's not many bands that I'm willing to go as many times as they show up in the same year. Like back-to-back weeks, back-to-back.
And those
there's
bands
not many
are
bands.
usually the ones that don't have much of a stage presence.
Some of them do and some of them don't. Some of them you go more for the music because the music is just absolutely phenomenal.
You just go for the stage presence.
And some you go for both. A band that, for example, always impressed, not always because I've only seen them once, but that impressed me live was Avatar. I would go see Avatar 7 days a week if they were playing in Toronto 7 days. Amazing music. I mean, Avatar, you know Avatar. Yeah. Amazing music. But their stage presence, their stage show, incredible. So there's some bands, there's not many. There's certain bands that I love, I really like them, but there's not enough live for me to say, well, I would go see them 5 times in 1 year. There's some bands that I would go see them once, twice, spread apart, whatever. But
once at the start of the year, once at the end of the year.
So, but these guys, I would go see them back-to-back nights, back-to-back nights. It would, honestly,
I would
amazing
just sleep
live
over
band.
at the same venue just to see the next day.
Amazing live band. All right, guys, this is it for today, but come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.